Hey guys, so I am back for another super quick writing update. So I am participating in the wonderful hashtag Hot and Sticky challenge of 2017. This was originally started by Stripped Cover Lit. I will link it up above in one of my cards. It's over here, I think, in real life. And I will be linking it down below so you can go check out his channel. I'm very excited by this challenge, and without further ado, let me get some explaining on. So the Hot and Sticky challenge this year is writing every single day at least 597 words, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, from June 1st to the very last day of August. At the end of the summer period, you will have written an entire manuscript, and that appeals to me. I've tried NaNoWriMo. Didn't work. Didn't go well for me, so I am trying this. It fits my schedule a lot better. There's a lot more flexibility, so if I miss a day or if I run late or don't have enough words or whatever, I'm not like 3 days behind in progress. I work and I don't have time between work and school and homework and family life and taking care of people, and I don't have time to write 3,000 words in one sitting. So, love that aspect. I also love that there's a little bit less pressure overall. I think this is a smaller challenge. This is a much more user-friendly, participant-friendly kind of setup. I am keeping up with my personal progress on Twitter. If you're interested in what I'm doing, how I'm doing, hit me up on Twitter. Ask me questions. Like, I would love to be like a real author dropping spoilers, but I'm not a real author. I'm just currently trying. So, what is my story? It's a dystopian. It's not really YA, it's not really new adult, and it's not really adult fiction. I am trying to write something with enough characters of various ages that we can really rope in a lot of different readers. I want some variety. So, dystopian, set in St. Louis City in the year 2050. We are in the middle of a civil war between the East Coast and the West Coast, and they have gobbled up all of the land in between. Now the dividing line in this property, if you will, is the Mississippi River. And the goal of the East is to claim St. Louis City so that they have a foothold on the western side. And the goal of the West is to take St. Louis City to prevent the East from getting it. But at this point, at this moment in the story, St. Louis has become its own province. Now, I'm writing about St. Louis because it's familiar to me. I don't live all that far from there, and I have always lived near this. Well, I haven't always lived near the city, but I'm very familiar. This is a place that I've grown up with and a place that I really love, so I have opted to set my book there because I can actually write about it in realistic terms so that you guys get a clearer picture of what the city is like. But the story follows Elise, our main character, and her dad, and our merry band of misfits who kind of all jumble into the story along the way as they escape the city. Now, escaping the city is a big deal because, what is that my ear? Oh my gosh, I saw my ear and I thought it was something in my hair. Oh. So we follow Elise and her gang as they try to escape the city. It becomes unsafe and conditions are just miserable, and they need to leave like now. So the gang all kind of gathers up and they end up collecting people on the way. But the problem is, if you are caught leaving the city, you are hanged for treason. If you're caught returning to the city, you are hanged for treason. And if you're caught by the armies on either sides of the city, that's it for you too. So there's a whole new level of cat and mouse going on. There's 3 cats and we'll say 1 mouse. This is not a story of good versus evil. This is not a story of the heroes saving the world. This is a story of survival and escape, and the way that friendships and interpersonal relationships all really change the way that happens. So, before people are, before anyone, including myself, kind of changes the story to a hero's tale, it's really not. Maybe eventually there may be some of those rescue qualities, but the goal is not to help one side or the other. There's not really good and evil in this situation. There's only bad and worse. So the characters are not interested in the politics of the current situation. They're interested in their lives. I do hope to finally someday self-publish this, or maybe even really publish this. Probably self-publish, but my goal for now is to complete the reading challenge and just continue going. The reading challenge, continue the writing challenge, and just keep going. This far, I have written over 16 pages. One page is approximately 500 words. I have written much more than the daily requirement, and I've written much less than the daily requirement. I think that will vary for participants greatly, and I really encourage you, if you have something that you want to write about, if you want to just challenge yourself, I really think that this is an awesome opportunity to kind of have a real firm, cemented goal and just try it. It's not a huge time restriction. It's not crazy difficult. I think that if I am able to continue writing at this pace and have those, it's 60,000 words, hopefully at the end of this challenge, I will start doing like bi-weekly updates on my editing, perhaps, because I would like to have the whole thing written and at least partially edited by Christmas. High goals, high expectations. I want to have read through the entire thing at least once and made surface level changes. And I think that's probably a safe goal. But in the new year, I do want to really take this a little bit further and accomplish more. So for more fun stuff, let's talk characters, because I honestly love my characters. And I know everybody kind of gets excited about their own creations. I feel like I'm playing God. And I shouldn't be so happy and excited by that, but it's so cool to be writing the lives of people, and in my head, these are real people. They're not just characters, they're not just nobodies. These are real. They're like, they have all of these aspects that are really human and relatable and just genuine. And I love that. So the characters that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today are my main three. So we've got Roger, Elise, and Milo. Those are my three that I want to share with you guys because honestly, they're awesome. They're so good. And I'm not going to tell you like what they do or what you're going to think, but I think that it's kind of like 10 things about me, but for characters. The first one is obviously going to be Elise. She is 20 years old. She loves peanut butter out of the jar. That happens to be her favorite food. She's kind of a fighter. She's very stubborn. She's very stuck in her ways. She's got really strong convictions that sometimes get her in trouble. And most of all, she's not afraid to stand up for herself, for her friends, for the little kid on the school bus. Like, she does not care. Elise is like, let's go. You wanna fight? Let's go. And that part is like me, but the rest really isn't. And it's been interesting for me to write about a character and write from the perspective of a character that I share so little in common with. But she has a wicked sense of humor. She's very clumsy, which is definitely like me, but she's like a natural leader, but she's super self-conscious, and she's nervous, and she doesn't know what she's doing, and I think that adds a whole nother level of humanity to the storyline, and I'm so happy with that. So, up next, I feel like this could be down a little bit. That's so much better. You guys, I have arms now. Okay, so the next character is Milo, who's actually my real favorite character. Milo is inspired by my best friend Macy, who in real life is a wonderful supporter of me and all things that I say and do and want to do, and she's just awesome. And that's why she gets a whole character. See, Milo is a little bit different because Milo, one, has a wiener, and two, he is like the complete opposite of her. Like, Macy is kind of small framed, and she just this very like grounded, logical, really warm, really kind, really generous person. She will support you like the best bra you've ever known. That's Macy. She gives good hugs. And Milo is that and more, but he's like this huge hulking guy. He's dark like the shadows, and he is just so sweet and like kind, and he's like boyfriend material. But the thing is, I went and changed the expectation. He's not anybody's boyfriend or girlfriend. He's not anybody's. He's single. He is devoted to the group and his friendships above all else. And I think that that's admirable. The dog's admirable. I think that's admirable. The last character I'm going to share with you today is Roger, Elisa's dad. And I don't have a whole lot to share with that's not going to spoil it, but I will say that he is another amazing supporter in Elisa's life. He has taught her everything, has shown her patience, and really molded her as a person, even after some really awful things happened in their lives. I love Roger because Roger is the male equivalent to my mom. He cooks to show his affection. He feeds kids and dogs and strays and his daughter and his co-workers, and he's just one of those people who has to be giving all the time. That's how he shows you his affection. And Elisa's a very closed off, hard-hearted, just kind of sad person. And her dad is the complete opposite. He is very soft and warm and just very deeply affected by everything. And that's why the dynamic between the two of them works out so well, because she is busy being aggressive and headstrong and just getting in fist fights because somebody called her a name, or whatever it may be, and her dad is over here like, Elise, the world is harsh enough. And that really adds to the story, I think. I do a lot of thinking, you'll see. But I know that you and any other human being who ever consumes this material will really love the way his life lessons rub off on his daughter, because eventually those lessons are what make her successful, and they're the reason that they make it as far as they do. That's not a spoiler, that's a cliffhanger. So that's it for this awesome, boring video for you guys. I hope that you liked it. If you want more spoilers, if you want real spoilers, let me know. Like, I'm having so much fun doing this stuff. I feel like I am a proper writer because I've shared my writing for this project with several people and they seem to really enjoy it. So that's a whole new experience. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. But again, I love you guys, and I'm really appreciative for all of you who watch. Peace and blessings. I'm out.